Hello everybody and welcome to this week's House of Bread video log, which I believe is number 12 off the top of my head. Wow, we're romping through them, aren't we?
Morning to you.
Morning everybody. We've got William Morris, Director of House of Bread. We've got Lisa...
General
Lisa.
everything.
General everything.
Lisa General Everything.
General everything.
It was your second name that I was reaching for.
Oh, don't worry about it.
And we've got a good friend Russell,
Yes, Russell.
a friend of ours who, if you've been listening up to the news from House of Bread, Russell, you might have heard his name just recently, and we'll be hearing a little bit of Russell's story, won't we? So, what's on the agenda today, Will?
Right, well, I thought perhaps we would start off with Russell because he just gives you some perspective over the work that we do. And then we can talk about some of the activities that we did last week, some of the stuff that's coming up next week. But what we do, all of this, is all about helping and support folk like Russell. So that's why I invited Russell along. So I'm really pleased that you felt comfortable to be able to come.
Indeed.
So yes, it's just to chat a little bit about Russell, perhaps a little bit about how Russell came to connect with House of Bread, I guess.
So, do you mind telling us then, how have House of Bread helped you? What's been your experience?
Basically, I mean, in a nutshell, I've been homeless for 21 years. I've met the House of Bread about a year and a half ago. Wasn't ready to settle, went off, did my little travelling thing again. Came back when did I come back?
About 2 months ago.
About 2 months ago, yeah.
Yeah.
Still no fixed abode. Met Will, met Lisa, and went, right, well, let's see about getting you into Eagle House. Went over to Eagle House, had my interview. They told me it'd be 3 weeks before they came to a decision usually. But we'll have you one ready for this afternoon.
Never.
Yeah.
Wow.
I want to thank everybody at Eagle
Wow.
House because
Thanks,
Big
Eagle
shout
House.
out.
That's
Big
amazing.
shout out.
And
Well
you
done.
said to me when I was at the Disney Disco the other day, you said, I just don't know if I could have done another winter.
No, I couldn't.
That's got to be the worst time, isn't
This
it?
winter
when you-
would have took me down.
Yeah.
Probably already.
So, was it anything to do with House of Bread that you actually came across Eagle House, or?
It was all to do with the House of Bread that I came across Eagle House. I mean, without a House of Bread and the people that work therein, facilitating phone calls, the fact that Eagle House existed was due to House of Bread.
And this is why we need your support, guys, because House of Bread is changing lives, supporting real people with real situations, and making drastic and radical changes.
Some of the things
for
that
people.
Joe, I'm going to talk about is at practical things that people can do. Now, what you won't know is that Russell has a huge talent. Obviously, he's a great
I have
dancer.
heard tell.
Yes,
A great dancer.
He's a great dancer, but
Yes.
actually, this morning he's going to do one of his magic tricks.
Brilliant, Russell.
So,
Is it something that you can do on this table here?
I could attempt.
Right, give it a go. Let's have a look. Magic trick from Russell.
1, 2.
Whoa! That is amazing.
There.
Yeah. Amazing! Very talented all
you
this
can see why
time.
it's so useful having Russell around.
Yes.
So,
Look at the benefits,
yeah.
the rewards we reap from supporting one another in this way. Tremendous. Thank you, Russell.
fantastic.
How
right.
did you do it?
Okay. Yeah.
Can I just say as well,
Yes.
the bottom line of it is, House of Bread doesn't just change lives. House of Bread enables people to live. Where, with myself, without the House of Bread, well, I wouldn't have made it through another year. So, big thank you.
Yeah.
Russell.
You're
Thanks,
welcome.
Russell.
Cheers,
Thanks for
mate.
coming on and sharing that
Cheers,
with us.
mate.
That's great.
From the heart.
Right. Okay. Well, let's just
quickly
list,
along?
let's just list some of the things that we're doing. And again, this is all about supporting people. I just wanted to, the reason I asked Lisa to pop onto the sofa really was to talk a little bit about what we did at Sanctus last week, which was an amazing thing.
Oh, that was brilliant. That was fantastic.
Bread Church on the road.
Yeah.
I'll let Lisa explain
Right.
a bit.
Yep. Basically, packed all the
news to me.
Bread Church kit into
Car.
back of the car, back of the
Yeah.
hob car. We all went over to Stoke. You came as well, didn't you?
I was there.
You were there. And we made bread and baked bread with, there must have been about 15
At least.
ladies, because they run a creche on a Wednesday morning.
Yeah.
So all the littlies went off to the creche. So we had time with the mums, made bread, got over the language barrier.
Now, these mums are all asylum
Everybody was
seekers.
swearing, were they?
No,
Yeah, no.
Oh, language barrier. Sorry,
Yeah.
I
Language
just
barrier.
assumed
Yeah, because English isn't these ladies' first language. But we did it, and we all made breads, and it was a fantastic time.
And a big thank you to Vanessa
Yeah.
and Reverend Sally for that. It's a charity called Open Door.
Yes,
and they
yes.
support people, and it was just
This
fantastic.
is Vanessa, who was a guest a few weeks ago.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it
Lovely.
was
Yeah.
just it was the most amazing fun. So it just shows
Great.
you how
Yeah.
Bread Church can travel. But it was good.
Yeah.
It was all good.
Bread
We had
brings
it- we had-
people
we
together.
had it-
Bread
yeah.
is something that every culture and every
Yeah.
civilization in
We
the
had
world has in
examples
common.
of Will and Jack developing their language skills. So you're doing all
Right.
right.
Speaking very loud.
It's
and
Very
okay.
loudly and very slowly.
Classic.
Yes. Classic
now.
British men.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was
Just
wonderful.
say it
No, it
more
was-
loudly and slowly, and
Anyway,
they'll
But it was a
understand.
fantastic morning.
Moving
it was
on.
brilliant.
Okay.
Sorry.
Moving on. No, that was good. Moving on. Very quickly, a big up to Debbie at Tesco's.
Yay.
We are doing a food collection, guys. So if you're thinking about buying your food at Tesco's, other supermarkets are
Yeah.
available. From the 24th of November to the 29th of November, that's a whole week.
12 hours a
12
day.
hours a day, we are collecting
6
food.
days of the week.
Yeah.
And they need somebody
72
actually
hour
standing there doing the
collectathon.
collecting.
They do, and so you'll
Pointing
find it
to
on
the basket.
Facebook, Twitter.
Yeah.
We're looking for people to come in, maybe gift an hour or two to be part of that rota. We're actually going to move House of Bread to the sort of piazza
foyer.
area, or the foyer area of Tesco
Yeah.
for the whole week. So
Have
really
you got a
exciting.
diary or something where you're slotting
have.
people in? Because
Yes,
I
we
volunteered
have.
on Facebook and there was
You
no
did.
Yeah, no.
no replies.
No,
It was-
you
it
will-
was
you
just
will-
poor
you will-
management of the social media.
I'll let you know. I'll let you know. And a big thank you to Jeff and Jeff from Stafford Lines,
Yes.
who have offered some hours as well, because it's going to be one heck of a week. It's going to be 12 hours a day for 6 days.
So we really need some
Yeah,
more
we
volunteers
really do.
then.
Yeah.
That's
And the
a
food,
big
and
old
again, the food
chunk
is
of
all about
time.
the food bags that go out.
Yeah.
So that's fantastic. So
Yeah.
thank you, Tesco's, for that.
Yeah.
Also, quickly, ASDA. Tuesday night, our friends from the National Citizen Service with Debbie Kent and a group of youngsters are doing a bag pack. This only came up on Friday, so I had a little chance even to share it with Lisa. So we've got to phone them and give them some literature and bags. So again, if you're going shopping in Stafford, ASDA, Tuesday evening, I think it's from about 5 o'clock, they'll be bag packing. All the funds raised is coming to us, so that's
Well,
very
how does
exciting.
that work then? What's a
Well,
backpack?
basically,
I don't really-
well, when you go to the supermarket, and I'm sure you go shopping, you're a new man.
Occasionally.
You get to the checkout and there's somebody there and they'll lean forward and say, "Excuse me, sir, I'm from the House of Bread. Can I pack your bags?"
Right.
And they pack your bags, and then they hope that you will like make a small donation into their pot.
Ah, you see, I
And-
didn't know that. I think
Yeah.
I've had people do that to me before, and I've
Yes,
just said, well,
and you
thanks
say,
very
"Go
much.
away."
That's
leave them-
great.
Yes.
Cheers.
You just walked away.
Very helpful.
Right. Well.
Doesn't surprise me.
Yes.
Doesn't
So
surprise
this
me.
is a
I'm
nice.
glad we cleared that
Yeah.
up.
So for anybody else out there, that's why the bucket's there. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you put your 50p or your pound in,
Yeah.
and then it's a chance for people to put a little bit of information in, and so it's a good PR opportunity for us. It's great for the youngsters, so they want to get involved. So big thank you to NCS, because we do a lot of work with them. So that's fantastic. So that's happening on Tuesday. On Thursday, of course, we're at Church Lane. It's our birthday celebration. Be there for
Yeah.
7, because the BBC are recording it from 7:30. Lots of really interesting news. If you've got those questions which are bubbling up, where are you, what are you, where are you going type questions, then a lot of those will be revealed on Thursday.
Can you give us any spoilers? Because this is the House of Bread
Yes.
video log
I'll
for
be
all
honest.
the loyal viewers.
Yes.
Is there anything that
Okay.
you can share?
The good news is,
Yes.
it's all good news.
Oh.
And I absolutely say this, that what will sound like a difficult time for us actually is an amazing plan that God has in store for House
A
of Bread.
Christmas cracker.
And it is a Christmas cracker.
Yeah.
I can tell you that House of Bread are going to the Conservative Club for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, and we
Yes.
thank Jeremy Lefroy MP for that. We're off there in about 10 minutes to have a meeting there with the coordinator. In terms of the other stuff, it is all amazing, but you do need to be there to hear about it. We've got some fantastic opportunities that are coming up, and it would be right to hear those on Thursday. And then next week's vlog, I can talk about a little bit more
Yes,
detail
we'll go into a
about
bit
the
of detail.
specifics. So
Right.
that's fantastic.
So be there at 7, so all the rustling's done,
Absolutely.
ready for the recording to start.
Rustling.
Rustling.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
you. That's you.
Two
Yeah.
other things. Don't forget, local giving are doubling your tenner. Okay, donate a tenner and local giving make it up to a 20.
That's
So
incredible. Do we
local-
then get gift aid on the 20?
I think we must. Do we? Do we? That sounds too good to be true.
Does
but
sound
it's
too
probably
good to be
right.
true.
I don't know.
And the other thing is, there's a
So
guy
you could
called.
get about 25 quid
Yeah.
for a £10 donation, possibly, if the gift aid thing's right.
And the other thing is, there's a guy called Peter who is doing a 200-mile hike for us.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
link is on local giving. We're going to get more information about it, and he's also going to be on Radio Stoke, because I've got a little bit of an interview Thank you, Sarah Robinson, for all of that opportunity. She doesn't know about this yet, but you know, we're like that. So Pete's a great guy, and he's basically going to go across the UK, I think.
Amazing.
You know, we're going to find out more. But anyway, whether you know
Have you
more
asked
or
him
not-
to take video and photographs?
Well,
just,
he has
just some
got
bits
like
and
a
bobs,
helmet
yeah.
camera, so
Has
we'll
he?
speak
Oh,
to him.
yes,
But
great.
we're very excited. So if anybody else is out there thinking, I want to do
Well,
something,
good to know.
then contact
think
us,
I've already
Facebook
done
us,
it, though, haven't I?
children.
Quiet, please.
children.
Quiet.
That's all good. The other thing is Storehouse, which is a little charity that we are associated with.
What are
They're
we
in-
on now? This is massive.
Yeah, I
We've
know.
been
We-
about 15 minutes
I know,
now.
sorry guys. Storehouse, that's John Phillips. We are desperate in need of white goods. That's
Uh-huh.
new or second-hand fridges,
Yeah.
Washing machines,
microwaves,
cookers, microwaves.
beds.
Yeah.
We gift these to people for free. This is
Yep.
this is something that we can give to people. So, for example, if Russell moves into an apartment in a year or two,
When?
He will need items.
Furniture.
If anybody's got these, check it out through the website, Facebook, Twitter, and all of that. Dinner dance next year, 15th of
February.
Dave.
No, 13th
13th of February,
13th
Friday
of
the
February.
13th, that's the day
Friday
before
the
Valentine's
13th.
Day.
Yes.
There's a big Valentine's dinner at the County Showground. Tickets are available now.
£25.
£25
Can
dinner
we
Oh,
find
nice.
them through the website as well?
website,
Yeah.
Facebook,
Yeah.
Twitter. We're going to big it up pretty much over the next week. So that's it. I mean, it's a lot. I'm sorry, Joe. It's
That's all right. I'm just
packed,
wondering
packed.
if rather than whizzing through this all, we ought to just be settling into having a half-hour show. We'll have a musical interlude. We'll have some bread-making magic tricks.
Yeah.
Why not? Rather than just trying to power
Yeah.
through it.
Ad breaks.
That's it now then.
That is it.
I felt like a little bit of a spare part today. It's all
Yeah,
been
sorry,
just Will
Joe.
reading. I'll
Yeah.
just sit back, relax and enjoy it for a change. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe on YouTube so that you can get the videos coming through regularly on your YouTube feed. And obviously the best place as ever to get all the news and updates and communicate as well is with Facebook,
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
we're quite regular on Facebook,
Yeah.
aren't we? Any
We
little
are.
bits and
And we
bobs
will
that
get
happen,
back to you.
reminders about...
We will get back to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you do. That's absolutely true. So we'll just wrap up with a little story as well.
Yes.
Again today, I like to think that they're growing quite popular. These little parables
Yes,
of
that's
modern day
not the
life, as I like to
expressions I've been
call
shared
them.
with, but
Well, is it, you know, when you look at the audience retention, there's always a little peak at the end because people go back
They
and
do.
watch it because it's. I don't know if that's true at all, but anyway, here we. So yeah. I had a story, actually it was my wife Ellie who related this to me. Anyway, there was an experience that a local church had. It was quite shocking. You might have heard about it. I mean, the ripples went round the church circuit, I can tell you. Everybody was in church Sunday morning, just settling down, chatting about their week, you know, nudging the neighbour out of their little Sunday morning snooze. When all of a sudden, from the altar, there's a shaking and an earthquake and a fire, and Satan himself appears right at the front of church. And one by one, all of the congregation are screaming and tearing and pushing their way out of the back door. I think this was probably in Longton.
Or Hensford.
Or Hensford, yeah. It sounds like the sort of place.
Sorry, Hensford.
Sorry. Anyway, so, yeah, but everybody's tearing and pushing and climbing over each other in a good Christian way. You know, get out of my way! To get out of the church and get away from, you know, the prince of evil, you know, God's ultimate enemy in the world. Except for this one chap who just is sitting peacefully and contentedly at the front of church, and Satan says to him, "Why do you not fear me, man? Do you not know who I am?" And he says, "Yeah, I know who you are. Are you not afraid of me?" And he says, "No, I've been married to your sister for 25 years. And with an apology and many thanks. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.